Normally, I would start my videos with some sort of an intro, some sort of a greeting, what's going on, got none of that. We're not doing any of that. Bro, look at this note layout. So the Imperial Hokage sent me a little vacation going away present. Packaged in a suitcase and everything for my convenience. And upon unpacking this suitcase, I came across, there's about 3 or 4 of the fragrances in here. We're gonna take our time. When you get a note layout that looks like that, you don't go over 3, 4 fragrances at once. Take your time and you do it one at a time. What is this over here? What's happening? He classified this as a Middle Eastern gourmand. I'm afraid to put this on skin. This is Cairo 2 by Xarmony Perfumes. Try this on here. Just one spray. There is I don't know what's happening right. Huh? So it is powerful as hell. You don't, you know how if you're trying to chase somebody but they're in like this big group and the whole group disperses at once and you kind of don't know who to go after and you're kind of just stuck and like standing still because you can't really decide who to go after because there's so many things happening at once. That's what this is. You're like right when you like, well, I kind of smell, and you just kind of, I caught mint or something that felt like mint or menthol. I caught something sparkly and savory. I caught something musky. I caught the like some sort of almost like a bready, savory component. I caught something that smelled like almost like a cinnamon or a cinnamon bark. I caught other spices. It manages to be light and airy, sparkly, spicy, mint, savory, slight sweetness. This isn't something that I would wear. Let's just go ahead and get that out in the open. This isn't something that I would wear. This is ambitious as hell. Cause it's like, let's check out some of these notes. What? I'm getting fig, milk, beer, plum, hops, dates, peach, honey, vanilla, caramel, bergamot, raspberry, cinnamon, chocolate, dried fruit, vanilla bean, raisin bread, and Egyptian berries. From the initial spray, it was only one. I'm not getting everything. With this many notes, you're not going to get everything. But there's a lot that I wish I got now In the latter part of the notes, you got oud, rose, sand, musk, myrrh, metal, amber, saffron, balsam, incense, benzoin, papyrus, bakor, tobacco, water lily, agarwood, sandalwood, as well as frankincense. I need to sit with this one a little bit more. But first, initial impressions of this. This is like when you add, I like the idea for this. I like the idea of a Middle Eastern gourmand, because some Middle Eastern fragrances have a lot of muscle. So I like the idea for it. But there's something in here that instantly gets rid of that gourmand vibe. It's that minty sort of vibe, that menthol sort of vibe. It's almost like there's either a mint or a violet present. Something in here is keeping it from becoming a actual gourmand with Middle Eastern strength. There's a lot of edible aspects that come to that are in this, but for some reason it doesn't register as gourmand at all. This has a very sparkly, peppery, spicy, and it could possibly be that cinnamon. The cinnamon doesn't smell like the cinnamon that is a bit smoother, a bit more catering to a gourmand or edible vibe. The cinnamon that I'm getting in this one smells more so medicinal. It smells like cinnamon bark more than it does like a cinnamon spice that you would consider as a gourmand ingredient. I smell some of the edible ingredients. I'm catching some of that slight sweet and savory vibe from that raisin bread accord. I catch like a little bit of like this salty vibe from the caramel, like that salty savory vibe. I believe that metallic note and that cinnamon is kind of overpowering some things, along with that frankincense. That's gonna cater to it as well. It's super interesting, but it on skin, when I'm smelling it, I'm able to realize what are some of the components that's causing this scent. But to someone who is newer, someone who is a bit more fresh to the fragrance community, this will come off like a slightly sweet, savory toothpaste. To an untrained nose or a fresh nose, right as soon as it makes contact, they're going to get a sparkly, sweet, savory, or not super sweet, just like a savory toothpaste. With me, I'm knowing what's in here and what's contributing to some of those other factors in this fragrance in the first impression. But right now, this smells like a sparkly because of the beer, more than likely. The beer is giving that. The benzoin will give you like a little bit of a spice, like a tonka bean, almost resonant spice. The metal may have a little bit of that component to it as well, the metal accord, the hops. But I'm getting like this sparkly, slightly muted, savory toothpaste. It is an ambitious scent. I just wish some of the other components would show up a bit quicker. Everybody's not gonna give a fragrance time to develop and for those other components to show forth. If they spend 10 or 15 minutes with it and they don't like that first 10-15 minutes, it could, result in somebody just overall not liking the fragrance. This one here, Cairo, this isn't something that I'm a fan of and I would reach for that often. I'm gonna let this one sit on me a little bit longer, and so I can kind of see what it does, how it develops. But right now I'm getting like this salty air, the salty, airy, sparkly, savory toothpaste. Right now that's what I'm getting from Cairo. Now this is Cairo 2. So I'm definitely interested in checking out some of his other variations of this fragrance. I want to say he has a third one and maybe a fourth. So I'm definitely interested in checking this one out. I'll drop the link in the description where you guys can check out his website. I don't think Cairo 2 is available on its own, but I think you can get it in a sampler set, like the little gift sampler set. So I will definitely drop a link in the description where you guys can check out his website and see if anything catches your fancy. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon. Peace.